Welcome, welcome. Come on in, come on in. We are in the 94th, checking. Oh, yep, the 94th morning, 9 a.m. every morning. We are feeling peace here together. And I'm excited that you are here, whether it's live or recorded, because this is going to be a good one. I'm going to make a connection between a World War II musician and um, the folks in the 1700s that were working with electricity. Yeah, we'll see how I can bring those together. If this serves you, please share it with a friend, hit the like button, subscribe. Um, Give me some advice down in the comments there. Let me know how I can do even better, giving you something that allows you to feel peace today. So let's get to this Kate Smith thing. You may have never heard of her, but my father, I think he was born in 1937. He remembers growing up during the Second World War. And there was a musician, a singer named Kate Smith. Now you got to remember, this is pre-TV. She was called the Queen of the Radio, and the most famous song that she sang was "God Bless America." Now, again, remember, this is World War II. This Hitler guy was an existential threat. Everyone was feeling threatened. Rationing, lights out. I can't remember what they called it, but blackouts at night. London being bombed by the enemy, and so I could just feel it when my father heard Kate Smith sing "God Bless America," even though this was 25, 30 years later. I would notice a change in him. Kate Smith and her rendition of "God Bless America" helped many people in the U.S. Keep it together during this threat. And yet, she says, "I am harder on myself than anyone else could be." So here's a woman that millions of people would feel a reaction when she sang. And she says, "I am harder on myself than anyone else could be." So I guess the first thing to notice would be that even though you have the adulation of millions, and even though you may have been an important part of the morale in a world war effort, it seems that our inner critic is still pretty darn strong. So what's this got to do with electricity? Well, notice what Kate Smith said. She said, "I am harder on myself." Hard. The electricity thing comes in is because back during the 1700s, when folks were discovering electricity, they saw it like water. I mean, think about it. Electricity was not known in that time, but these folks could see flowing water. And it looked like that electricity was flowing through the wires as well. And so they used a word that to describe that electricity that they learned from water. It's current. We have electric current, DC current, and AC current. they chose that word because of how they noticed electricity flow like water. Notice what Kate Smith says. She says, harder on myself. Our words mean something. And I get pushback from people who say, oh, that's just semantics. But where does Kate Smith get the idea that something, someone, somehow is hard on herself? How does she choose this word? Well, if you can pause for a moment and just maybe notice your inner critic. Is it hard? Is it soft? And what if your inner dialogue could be something different, uplifting? That's very different than hard or soft. What's something else that we might use? Energizing, current. We could have our self-talk actually be current, energizing us. So we might say that I am hard on myself, and it might seem true. Or we could use different words to describe that experience. And when we use different words, it changes our living. How do we make this practical? Well, today, I invite you to notice. Maybe it'll happen just one time today where you notice yourself, some part of yourself inside, being hard on you. Stop, pause, and notice. How else can I be? Choose a different word. Uplifting, energizing, soft, gentle. Use another word. And then allow those inner voices to be as that word you choose. So just notice when you're being hard, stop and notice how you can change that inner experience by giving it a different word. And let's step into the simultaneous peace now. The peace that's in, around, and throughout all. Beyond space. Got nothing to do with time. It doesn't come and go. It doesn't rise up or fall or accumulate or dissipate. It just is this peace that is here now. And I invite you to notice as you encounter situations, people, maybe inner voices in your living today. Notice how this peace can allow you to live happier, healthier life today. I do hope this serves you. And as always, I'll talk with you tomorrow.